Hello, all you wonderful fucking people out there. So, unless you've been living under a rock on Mars in an alternate dimension for the last 48 hours, I'm sure you've heard of the terrible tragedy that happened in Orlando over the weekend. But for those who haven't been following reality, I'll fill you in on the generalities of the situation. A Muslim man, one Omar Mateen, late Saturday night, early Sunday morning, after openly announcing in a 911 call he made that he was declaring his allegiance to ISIS, then proceeded to enter the Pulse Gay nightclub and open fire with an AR-15 assault rifle, killing 50 people and wounding 53 others. Let's give a brief rundown of the quick facts. A Muslim man who had declared allegiance to ISIS walked into a gay club and killed 50 people. And what do we hear the liberals say about this? Oh, a Muslim killed gays? How can we make this about guns? Fucking idiots. That's the thing. You hear these liberals talking about... I've seen it in the New York Times, the Washington Post, fucking everywhere. Every liberal rag you can find is talking about nothing but how this is the fault of gun control, the lack of gun control, and how the Second Amendment and the NRA are to blame for this. No! A Muslim man is to blame for this, you fucking idiots! It's not the Second Amendment. It's not the NRA. It's not the gun lobbyists. It's not gun owners. It's fucking Islam. They are responsible. Their bigoted, homophobic beliefs are to blame. But no. The liberals can't tolerate anybody saying anything like that. That's hateful. It's racist, despite Muslim not even being a fucking race. So, the liberals are trying to blame a Muslim killing gays on guns. And they keep pointing out, oh, there's all these mass shootings in the USA. When are we going to get more gun control? When are people going to start realizing that the freedom we have on guns is just causing more people to die? Well, guess what? You need to pull your fucking head out of your ass and actually check the statistics. You want some statistics? Here's some fucking statistics. I live in Phoenix, Arizona. Along with Alaska and Vermont, we have the most liberal, gun-friendly laws in the entire country. There are no limitations on what type of firearms that I can purchase here. There is no limitation on what firearms I can carry here, or how I can carry them. That's right, I can carry concealed without a permit. Those are how gun-friendly the laws are here in Arizona. Now, with that in mind, let's take a look at the number of mass shootings Arizona has had. Let's see, the most recent one was, I can't remember, it was either, I believe it was the NAU shooting, but that was declassified, not even a mass shooting, because only one person died, and officially it's not a mass shooting unless at least 4 people are killed in the process, not including the gunman. So NAU doesn't count. 1 person died, I think 3 or 4 others injured, so not a mass shooting. The next one behind that, and probably the worst in recent Arizona history, was out in Tucson, Arizona, where a senator was giving an event in a Safeway parking lot. And a man walked up to her, with her as the target, shot her in the head, and then proceeded to open fire into the crowd. I believe 9 people died. The worst one behind that really more of a public shooting, because all the others that you'll see on like mass shooting tracker, which doesn't even cover mass shootings right. I lost my train of thought. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm not going to start the video over though, so fuck it. Basically, the previous one to the Tucson shooting was the Buddhist temple shooting back in 1991, where 6 people were killed. The majority of shootings in Arizona usually end with 1, maybe 2 deaths, usually gang or drug related. And none of the mass shootings that have happened in Arizona are the random public shootings that you see like Orlando or San Bernardino. You don't see, there are no recorded instances in Arizona of people walking into a public place and just opening fire on random civilians, on random people. Nothing. There is not a single circumstance. Even all the mass shootings that have happened in Arizona, what few there are, the like 4 or 5 that have happened since the 80s, have all been with specific targets in mind. And the only reason they're counted as mass shootings is because 4 or more people were killed. So, with that as one basis ground, let's move on to the other side of it. California, we'll say. California has some of the most strict gun laws in the country. Where does California stand on mass shootings? 3rd in the US for most mass shootings. 3rd. How are those gun control laws doing for you, California? How is all that gun control protecting you, California? It's not, is it? No, it's fucking not. You want to know what state is right above California? Illinois. Their gun laws are almost as bad. Chicago? Good luck getting a gun unless you're a criminal. The basis for this is, you look at all of the statistics. Every single state that leads the country in mass shootings has strict, extremely strict gun control laws. While every state that has lenient laws, Texas, Arizona, much, much lower on the list. Much lower. Arizona is so low on the list that if you Google where Arizona is on the list, it won't even come up. You'll get results for the most deadly mass shootings in US history or the top 5 states for mass shootings. That's what you get. If you Google the phrase, where does Arizona stand in mass shootings in the US, you'll get the 5 worst mass shootings that have ever happened in Arizona. And there you'll see that they were all with specific targets. None of them were open public random shootings. So, the fact of the matter stands. This was a Muslim attack against gay people. Because as it says in the Quran, homosexuality is evil. That's what Muslims believe. And people will say, oh, but not all Muslims. I've heard people say that ISIS and the radical Islamic terrorists aren't Muslims. Well, but guess what? That's the no true Scotsman fallacy, and trust me, I know a lot about that one. The key thing is, you try and say, oh no, those extremists aren't actually Muslims. Well, guess what? They say the same fucking thing about you. They don't think you're Muslims because you don't follow the Quran as closely as they do. You don't interpret it the same way as they do. So you're not Muslim. They're Muslim. That's the way they think. So which side is actually correct? Both sides are saying the other side isn't Muslim. Who do I believe? The fact of the matter is, not all Nazis hated Jews. There were plenty. There was a peaceful majority of Nazis. But what do we remember about them? That they were evil. Because of the terrible acts committed by those in charge. Yet we refuse to blame Islam for the same type of thing. Absolutely refuse it. A Muslim walks into a bar and kills 50 fucking people simply because they were gay. And the liberals immediately think it's the problem with guns. No. It's a problem with fucking Islam. And the Second Amendment is what helps us protect ourselves from threats like Islam. If you don't like it, move somewhere else. This is fucking America. Okay? I'm allowed to own the guns. And if anybody wants to take them from me, feel free. You'll get them, but no, you'll be getting the bullets first and they'll be coming very fucking fast. If you're not willing to blame the real problem, then just shut the fuck up about the topic. If you're not willing to outright say that Islam is the problem and Muslims are to blame for the Orlando shooting, if you're not willing to say that, then shut the fuck up about the topic. You have no right to even talk about it. LGBT for Islam? No, I'm sorry. That doesn't work. You don't see any Muslims for gay rights. No, you don't see that. Fuck right the hell off, you cunts. Anyway, that's about it for this video. I'm going to cut it short right about here, and if you like, give it a like and subscribe. Hopefully, I've got 8 subscribers now. Actually, kind of surprised about that. Never thought I'd even make it this far. Let's see if I can hit 10! Anyways, you can also follow me on Twitter at Tartan Sandpaper. And that's about it. Have a good night, you fucks.